This is Misa Grand Duchess. This is Misa Grand Duchess Rasmus Skirnen, 10/29 2013 at 9:55 p.m. from Liberty Studios, WRNMMC. As I was continuing, I said, America, we have to come to this change. If we don't change, somebody is going to come and sweep the chain from under, sweep change from under us, and shall shatter what we know already. September 11th, if that's a microcosm of what to come, somebody is going to come and change and shatter us and our reality because we are defaulting on our democracy. At least in my own opinion, I give my opinion. I give it for the benefit of society, the benefit of my knowledge, and the benefit for what I know. Because I believe that there's been a lot of wrong been going on. We have been taking a lot of things for face value. We have not lived in the conscience of our children. We have not given them the benefit of our trust and love. But we give the government more than what they give us, and they give us less um, than what we want. I mean, yes, we get money, fantastic for all of that, and that's good. But is that more important if your child was unduly implicated, harassed, molested, used as an experimental animal, like the days of the Tuskegee Airmen when they are the men when they injected them with syphilis. These things are still a reality in the military, and it's still a reality in America. And we need to do something about consent, about how we use technology, and how it harms people at our own practice, our own use of that technology. It is a danger and a threat to our republic, a threat to to our credibility as a nation, and a threat to our status in society and in around the world, and even amongst ourselves. Ah, I feel that there's a couple of predictions that's coming up. The It's too volatile, you know, the capability of nuclear war. It's still higher than it has ever been in a long while, you know. And there are other factors. People are wondering what are the extraneous circumstances of outer space and its implications of life on Earth. And that we will never know and that we will not get into. But if we don't come to some sort of standardization of diplomacy and communication and how we interact and treat immigrants and how we accept the refugees and so forth, we're going to come to another crisis before we start enjoying life like we used to. A lot of people feel like that time has gone. I feel like that time is now. I think Obama had that opportunity, but he missed it. He missed it in a big way for a lot of things, and the change must come because I mean he was a senator at first, and you can say the man followed the policy of of his ancestors. Whatever the intelligence was, the intelligence is skewed, and their methodologies are I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's obvious that he should have taken a new direction. We had hoped for a new direction, and we never got it. Sometimes I look at the administration and I see George Bush, the last president in the administration. I see it in the way they practice. I see it in the way how they go about business and just their own the demeanor. Yes, they say one thing, but they represent another thing, or it seems so, and maybe that comes from the intelligent community. Its lack of adaptability to the new, to the new, to the new, to the wants and the needs of people in the world that need change, that need peace, that don't need this constant imperial domination of people because of culture, religion, and so forth. We see where the Pope stepped down because of whatever, whatever. He should have never done that. This man is a man of God. First of all, their role has become so obsolete as a world leader that even if we wanted to drag new people into our reality, new people into our democracy, and new people into our ideals of living. The religious community is such a failure that they don't even, when there's in times of war, they are not the brokers of peace. And right, we should all play, but oh my God, if the Pope and if the world leaders don't understand this role, then what is it that we should understand, or what should we take away from them? Rightly so, they should pray. We never asked the Pope or any other religious leader to stand up and vote and say this is a Democrat and support. We never asked for that. We asked them to be the barterers of peace, the barterers of understanding, the barterers of love, and the barterers of new beginning for new people to understand if they can't identify, but to understand with the new mindset, with new cultures, and to bring them, so forth under our care with love or with our ideals and our ideology, our ideologies and so forth. So I feel like if we continue on this continuum, I think Barack Obama should be the last Democrat or Republican for the next 12 years. And I am going to outline the guidelines for the next presidency. And if you want to join me, I welcome somebody from every other state. As small as we are, we can start, because it's not only within the presidency and the White House. We have to root them out of the CIA also. We have to root them out of the FBI, and the military has to change in a big way, because that is one source of, you know unethical and unethical behavior, even within the medical community. Here at Walter Reed, I see it, and their malpractice that needs to change for the benefit of society, and the benefit for healthcare, and for the benefit of the future of where we want to go in this society. I have never seen such tolerance tolerance for lack of abilities and lack of practicing what they should practice as their oath, as their as their oath, and as their credo, and the oath and credos of their practice, and that I cannot respect to a great degree. With any professional, you must be able to identify with them through the ethical standard of their practice. If certain professionals can get away with um, ethical misdemeanors and crimes and so forth, then what can we what are the basis? Why should we defend them? How should we go about trusting them? And how do we go about satisfying the needs of their patient and their needs as well, to advance ourselves in society? But it's time for us to change. It's time for us to change. And yes, I'm alone. This has been an isolated process from my family. And I wash my hands of them in peace. They know why. I suffered great at the hands of the military, great abuse, great, great mistreatment. And even now, I I put in calls for certain things and I never get a response. But I hope I have a vision. And if I give you, here I give you my opinion and my comments. And I may not be with you, as I will tell Joyce Miles. I may not live here because I need to fulfill a destiny. And remember, it's a destiny of liberty and freedom for all peoples. So if we are on the opposite side, at least here I am, giving you what I think should be the advent of your change, and not be comfortable in what's going on right now. We have a vibrant society, we have vibrant people, we have a culture of entertainment and sports professionalism, but yet still we're suffering from something, a lack of something. And if you don't know what that lack of something is, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, but it's self evident. And it's a lapse in humanity, morality, and ethical standards. And it starts high up. It's time. It's time to replace them. This is Visa Grand Duchess Rasmus Stone, and have a good day.